Hello, hello, hello. Big Papa J Games. And, so, trying to get back into STARFIELD. I played the first night it came out, and I was super pumped, super excited. And that was on Friday or Thursday night, and I've yet to get back to it. It's now Monday. I've had the whole weekend to sit and think about it, and just, you know, unlike most games when I know they're going to be great games, you kind of know right off the bat. This game hasn't done that for me, but I'm only like 4 hours in, so probably not even that, like probably like 2.5, 3 hours tops. And that's most of that's just been time wasted roaming around in the wrong place, in the wrong of the planet that I'm supposed to land on, and just kind of wandering around doing nothing. Everybody says you need to get about 10 to 20 hours into this game for it to be good, but you know, this game's like, I'm trying to think, like as a kid, like you just knew when a game was good. Like when I was a kid and I played Warcraft 2 for the first time, I knew that was going to be one of the greatest games I've ever played at the time. You know, something nowadays, you know, between that, like what's happening with the Remedy universe, like Alan Wake to Control to now Alan Wake 2 come out. Like that story, like Remedy is tell stories like nobody else tells stories. And like I'm super pumped for Alan Wake 2, and I just, you know, like Control was a great game. Some people didn't like it because they didn't get it, but if you got it, you loved it. Not saying that you had to get it, like not saying that they were too stupid to get it, but either it was up your alley or it wasn't. And now the whole expanded universe that's all interconnecting for Alan Wake 2 is pretty cool, and I'm pretty pumped to play that game. But yeah, so Alan Wake, the first one, Control, those are another examples of games you just know are going to be good. There's so many, I can't think of it. I can't, like, first thing, I guess another thing I should say, I'm not a Bethesda fanboy or fan. Like, I've never cared for Skyrim, never really played it. Played a little bit, and that was only like a year ago. Just fully like modded version of it, just for shits and giggles, to see what people were saying about it, and just to learn how to mod, because I've never been big in modding. Never cared to get back to it. I have the VR version of it fully modded, and I haven't even started it. Same with Fallout, never really cared to play a single Fallout game. I got the VR version of that fully modded too, I haven't even bothered. But from 1, 2, 3, and 4, or even Fallout 76 or whatever, Vegas, and this and that, I've never cared. They've never been my thing, but STARFIELD caught my attention because of, I guess, just the depth and what they were promising, I don't know. But so far, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's my cup of tea yet, so I'm going to give it as 10 to 20 hours. I was super pumped to play it, and we'll see where it goes, right? So maybe I'll end up loving it. Who knows? Let's see. Let's go. Right at the beginning, still on the first mission. That's why I shouldn't judge. So, just landing on a planet. My last playthrough and the playthrough before that, I was in the wrong area on this planet, or moon. And it was just a waste of time. And my last stream, it ended about an hour in. It was supposed to be close to 2 hours, but you guys didn't miss anything. I've rolled back anyways, got off the moon and re-landed on the moon in the right place. So basically you guys have been nothing. Basically right off where I should have been at the beginning. Oh, where are they going? I landed, they left. And there's the research center. Oh man, you know how long I was looking for that when I landed in the wrong place on the planet? Anyways, exit ship. Actually, I want to get in ship. Storage. What do you have for me? Take all this stuff and put it away. Thank you, Vasco.
Captain McCoy, do you require assistance with your items?
This game. Oh, wrong button.
advisable to leave some
Containers at max capacity. Didn't even mean to take it.
behind.
What can I do for my health here? During my infliction. How do I fix my infliction here? How to fix lung damage? Oh, nice. Do I have an injector? Oh, I need treatment of the yellow one. Got a treatment of this one. Heal paste. Alright. Wrong one. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Have the things I need to make out of these things. I have no idea. Alright, so let's go screw with these people. Why was I not able to find this? Like, I don't know. Anyways.
According to the scanners, the event search facility is in this direction. It occurred to me that you have undergone considerable physical and emotional trauma. There is room in my storage hold for further items.
Sorry. Don't worry, buddy. No one's coming after you.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Off. Okay. is in here. Like still fighting my guy. Days of the world, which commerce had declined with Earth in the 25th century, people must come to terms with the end of the world and what it actually means. Magnificent marble bridge which unites Rue de Rennes and the Rue de l'Aurore, which line the statues of celebrated scientists and philosophers, emphasize the monumental avenue leading to the new portico of the Institute, was absolutely black with people. Heavy crowds surged rather than walked along the quays, flowing out from every street and pressing forward towards the portico. Long before invaded by a tumultuous throng, never in that barbarous age preceding the Constitution of the United States of Europe. Whoa. Might was greater than right. Military despotism ruled the world, and foolish humanity quivered in the relentless grasp of war. Never before in the stormy period of the Great Revolution, or in those feverish days which accompanied the declaration of war, had the approaches of the House of the People's Representatives of the Place de la Concorde presented such a spectacle. It's no longer the case of the band of fanatics rallied about the flag, marching from conquest of the sword, and followed the throng of the curious and the idle, eager to see what would happen, but the entire population, anxious, agitated, terrified, composed of every class in society, without distinction, hanging on upon the decision of the oracle, waiting feverishly the results of the calculations which celebrated astronomers announced that very Monday at 3 o'clock. In the session of the Academy of Science, amid the flux of politics and society and institutes 5, maintaining still in Europe the supremacy in science, literature, and art. Center of civilization, however, had moved westward, focus progress shone on the shores of Lake Michigan in North America. Oh. People bad chokes. Why did the chicken cross the road? What's the chicken? Not who's there. Planet who. If I throw a party, will you have the planet? The mercenary says the woman. The mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you and I will always get the job done. The woman says, it can't be talked about this son. Value to this. money. Nice. Did you pin? Did you pick? Nice. Oop. Heart plus didn't help him. Meal pack chicken. I thought they asked what is chicken. Excuse me. What textile?
so much bloodshed.
Opening fire! You're mine!
I adequately assisted you during combat.
Very stealthy. On a food processing site, eh? Opa. Can't believe it, I got the posting in the United Colonies Wolf regulation was official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through an ass. It was long overdue and I get the part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician. I ship out in 3 days. Amanda's upset, but I assured her I'll have plenty of leave. I'll be back in New Atlantis in no time. I'm still not sure where I'm going. Definitely somewhere in the United Colonies. But I guess I'll find out when we get there. You got your first extraterrestrial candidate today. What appeared to be an alien form of Lagage Venista? The giant spider, okay. Mexican and full protective gear attempted to attach the neural control interface. Our security detail is still trying to remove it from him. Remove him from the cocoon. We had no choice but to put down the creature. Minor setback. None of us expected success on the first try. Heard Dr. Paulson telling the others that a detachment United Colony Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature on Thursday. After we managed with the U.S. Marines, actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that the Ashta is a terrifying beast and natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities and essential to the work we're doing here. It's that the Ashta is native to a planet, Aquila, and the Shanine system. Aquila is home to Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective. Okay, even a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard. Though it does beg the question, have Freestar Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator? If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Well, failure. After 4 years of our Freestar Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize any of our fears, okay, Ash have been completely dispelled. After Mickelson debacle, we determined that the NCI should only be attached under full sedation. So that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterwards. The Ashta improved incredibly resistant to synchronization. We never achieved control fidelity beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, Ashta simply cannot be controlled. Not by us, and certainly not by the Freestar Collective. Dr. Paulson has been in touch with Colonel Kazarov. Looks like the Marines have another species collected to drop off this time next week. Another creature, another failure. No fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator they delivered. These things were so alien. Paulson had a difficult time deciding on designation. Opted for Reptun's Venom. Shame we couldn't properly sync the NCI. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. Marines dropped off a few more species this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them, they're arthropods, alien equivalents of Amoris gamoris. Basically giant space lobsters, very promising giant space lobsters. Not entirely sure where the UC Grubs found these particular test subjects. Some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third or fourth successful trial, I stopped asking. None of these earlier species could be controlled with any reliability, as noted in my earlier logs. Their natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons, but a bullet is less than useless in a gun if it keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened, and they don't go on the attack. When they do go on the attack, they're terrifying, so we'll see. Relocation. We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. This so happens so fast, my head is spinning. The work on the arthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to their home world. We have an unlimited supply of the creatures for the Xeno Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist. That means I'll be running the entire facility. Oh. My first instinct was to tell Amanda. I'm still not used to her not being there. I give Mickelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the mass brass know that it was my work tuning the neural control interface. That was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. Oh. Got Paulson. packs everywhere. Are you serious? How many Disney picks do I need to do? Give it copper field. Nice. Butter. Trying to avoid.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die. In combat, Barrett often yells, "Pew, pew, pew." I am not sure why.
Good of you there.
Everywhere!
survival.
Easy money.
Enemy activity, eh?
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed. The enemy is him no longer detecting enemy activity in this area.
Need the pharmaceutical lab right now. Let's see though. It's this one. Dr. Ketchdown. Senior biologist. Medium random. My staff and I just arrived this morning. I'm not surprised to find the facility completely operational. As usual, the United States colonies spare no expense. It is very exciting, inspirational, and really knowing you have full support of decision makers. I have to admit, I was surprised to learn the lab is closely guarded secret, located in the Freestar Collective space, no less. But we go where the work takes us. Xenowarfare is the evolution of armed ground conflict. We know it, and the Freestar Collective surely knows it as well. Forget what the calendar says. This is 1942 all over again. We may as well be in the Manhattan Project, racing to create a game changer before the other side. So to that effect, I'm overjoyed and to officially announce Project Pet Shop Phase 1 as a go. The arthropods are, in a word, incredible. Calm, easy to work with, they even allow themselves to be fitted with NICs without much trouble. Synchronization thus far has been nearly instantaneous, and the control fidelity has remained in the 95 to 97% range. They passed all environmental survivability tests as well, hot, cold, low, and no oxygen. Pretty sure these things could operate effectively in any environment. Most promising is how well they already integrate with the Red Devils, who have joined us for a period of extended training. After all, they'll be leading the creatures into combat, so it's critical they establish a war bond. Success. After months of testing a variety of extraterrestrial species, I'm overjoyed to report that we have found a species that serve us as the backbone of the United Colonies, Xenowarfare Division. These arthropods are everything we hope for and more. Imagine a pack of alien beasts suited to any terrain, capable of instantly obeying any command. I have designated these beasts, what is this, obedient pests, but just call them stalkers. I think it may finally be a time to crack open the bottle of Chateau Avignon 2170. The Red Devils of progress with stalkers have been nothing but amazing. Now I see why they're so highly regarded in UC military circles. None of the rah-rah bullshit you see with regular grunts. These are focused professionals. After another week of training here in the pet shop, I'm confident that they'll be ready for live tests in the field. Mickelson suggests I contact Colonel Kosovar and find out where his Marines grabbed a spider from the early trials. He wants his comeuppance, but then it would make for a good trial. Well, oh, I like these. See, this is stuff I like in games. Little backstory to random things. Hey, money. Thanks, buddy. Oh, what are you? I don't want to know what you are. Oh, we got a live guy over there. Gonna give me some milk? Place doesn't look that big from the outside.
I believe we are no longer alone.
extractor. Maybe it's worthwhile. Maybe it's not.
Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through. Gonna take you apart. Take cover now. Clever me.
Digifix computer. Thanks to U.S. Marines, we now have a second piece of our puzzle, fully grown elephant predator. According to the research group, and a group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. The creature didn't appear to be indigenous and was alone. There's currently no record how it got there. So it's sheer cosmic chance that the astrogeologists found it. Rather, it found them. Scientists were quick at categorizing it and Ocasio Machina, whatever, like Ex Machina, a roughly killing machine. Okay, the UC Marines tasked with taking it down chose a simpler name, Terramorph. I read the official record once. Of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be a xenowarfare. Today we fit the Terramorph with the NCI. If our experience with the grunts first dropped off the creatures any indication, our sedation window will be around 15 minutes. We better make them count. I don't think it went well. We just did some purely running around like a madman here. What's testing here? Oh, Digipick. Man. Stop. Alright. Oh, we got grenades. Funny. We got another computer. War. We're at war. While establishing the colony of Vesta, the British Architects forced UC Sand, the unmitigated Gaul, thinking we could establish control over our fourth star system. Such a flagrant violation of the Treaty of Neron. Huh. Okay, our diplomats tried to resolve this peacefully, but the Council of Governors wouldn't listen to reason. Apparently claimed that Vesta was not a colony, but rather just an insignificant farming outpost. Nice try. By all accounts, the Red Devils and Stalkers worked in perfect unison, and the results we could have, everything we could have hoped for. No Red Devil and Stalker casualties. Vesta defenders were apparently taken by complete surprise. Sorry. Apprentice greatly contributed to the fatality rate of 93%. This was a great day for the Red Devils, a great day for the United Colonies, and a great day for Xeno Warfare. Note, it's not lost on me that the classified facility is actually located in the Free Star Collective space. So goes the great game. Hate and win. It's finally time. A number of successful missions with the Red Devils. The Stalkers have proven to be exactly the weapons we hoped for. So it's time to expand our operations. MAS has finally approved the next stage of this facility's operations. Project Pet Shop Phase 2 will now commence. We officially stopped the work on the Stalkers. There are enough creatures in the field to serve the Red Devils who haven't been here to train in over a year. If they need more, we can easily gather some from the planet and fit them with NCIs. But from this point on, our focus is Phase 2. Currently, settled systems from the civilized worlds to backwater bush towns, pilots have to deal with nuisance known commonly as the heat leech. I've had my own unpleasant experience 4 years ago at the New Atlantis spaceport. My transport was delayed while the deck crew had to remove these filthy little things from the aft thrusters. They're attracted to heat, feed off of it through the endomorphic process, so thrusters are the perfect place for them to hide. They can take a full whole afterburner burst with no ill effects on the heat leeches. That is, a ship with an infestation can generally expect a 3 to 5% drop in thruster efficiency. Working with the heat leeches has been interesting, if not entirely satisfying. We have 11 of them in the lab. By all accounts, they are completely innocuous, save for their heat siphoning properties. But what if there was a way to weaponize them? Perhaps artificially enhance their heat siphoning to completely and instantly disable a ship, or better yet, to somehow reverse the process so that they transfer their own heat into a ship. Someday. Today, I fear we lack the means to do either. Okay. So much going on here. Oxen, eh? Up here. Done that one. Kill these fuckers.
gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score. So you got past a few rooks. Who cares? You're lying. We're getting what's on that ship. I'm ready when you are. I've heard enough out of you. Kill them!
Captain McCoy, call Indigo, dictates that I am to return to the lodge with... I do not feel pain, but I feel it is terrible.
This one's mine.
me, but I am not technically alive. If you require help carrying any items, I will assist. Captain McCoy, we should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without present fleet interference in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature from 2 months.
Sure. Don't know what I think about this yet.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Atlantis. This is the big city of New Atlantis. I gotta find a doctor. So close. Alright. See where I'm at now.
What? No Barrett? Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory is uncanny.
And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo. I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition. Sure, have at it.
I bombed my bug.
How big of a bug?
Oh no.
Thanks, baby. I appreciate it. For that, I was letting you know if you came in that your movie would be hanging out. Well, I didn't want to wake you up and grab my hat. So
Everything looks good here. I'll be up.
My hair was a mess. Juke. Not just juke.
Okay. Watch out your flexibility.
Okay. Come over. Barbecue.
My booth, if you need me.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. Probably that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special discounts? Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. It kinda smells, but I don't smell anything.
No, yes, no.
Thanks. Thought I had a bounty on me.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
If you'll excuse me. No soliciting. Do I need to call security? I'm really rather busy.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
What am I doing?
It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to MAST and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Well, Just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. You know, MAST. The Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city.
Sitting on a chair.
Headquarters of the entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Let me know if you have any questions.
I am really in the middle of something.
The well's been having brownouts on.
I don't know what any of that means. Oh, we got a jail.
Problem? Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A and B, B and E, or, heaven forbid, an MS. But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP. Am I right? Huh?
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not going to be happy. Another day? Hi. How you doing?
I have nothing to say. I am a prisoner, trapped by a weak people who do not kill their enemies when they should. The Great Serpent called me to fight the unbelievers in the United Colonies, but I was ambushed and my ship disabled. Now, I am here.
Are you anywhere without the robot following me?
In space. Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spaces. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. Even the
Probably move myself away from this. I never noticed that I'm covering that from you guys.
If you'll excuse me.
Assault right there. Or is that going to get in the way of that? Assault right here. Up here? Oh, that's the wrong way. Right here. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Hey, where do you say I can go trade my stuff?
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
wonder if another day, another credit. Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you? Glad to hear it. Yeah, life is good, isn't it? I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close. Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis.
Okay.
What about you? Have you gone on any adventures? That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about them, okay? Well, that depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper? I guess I won't ask. But there is a place called The Well that might be more your style. I don't go down there myself. It can be pretty dangerous. Really? Well, I guess you're right. I'm feeling a bit run down. I really love my job, but it's hard work and long hours. I could definitely use a Terracino from Terra Brew right now. Really? That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. I can't complain. My boss told me yesterday that I'm one of the best janitors she's ever hired. Feels great to be appreciated. Take care of yourself.
It's been a pretty good year overall. We outperformed our projections for the third straight quarter.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
We just need to convince her that President Abayo isn't the same.
We'll make sure she knows that.
Good. I'll see you at the 11:30.
My boss says that if I buy enough of our merchandise, she'll give me a promotion.
What am I doing?
You see
doing
that
a job
scientist out in
application?
front of mast? Staring at trees? Sounds upset? Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right?
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
baby. I'll go. No fucking idea what I'm doing. Where do I get her a fucking coffee? Coffee, espresso. I got one.
You got this.
As you can see, traffic is good.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
Terra Brew cappuccino.
Certainly.
Cappuccino.
Please take your time.
And the sales in the fest didn't dip at all when the sale.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. Certainly. Please take your time.
I gotta take that to Donna.
Constant. People need coffee.
I need to report back, but...
Hi.
Wow, you look completely different.
It's me.
It's delicious.
Great.
I'll go make my own wrap.
I feel underdressed.
Yeah. Hi.
Bring her cappuccino. She's gonna be my new best friend. Don't go too far.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
You gave me milk.
Thank you so much. Soon I'll be coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be
Thanks
the most
for the milk.
enthusiastic janitor in New Atlantis.
Okay.
Here,
We'll
take
fucking
this.
Take it.
I found it while I was cleaning. I figured
Alright,
you
I
might
don't know
find a
where
use
it's
for
supposed
it.
to go. This game is something else.
Thanks again. I really appreciate it. See you around.
Alright, give me 2 seconds, guys. Be right back. Okay. For you.
Chief Diplomat, if I move back to Neon, I'd miss New Atlantis like crazy.
It's falling apart.
Yeah, I work at MAST, in the Office of Interstellar Affairs. I'm a sort of liaison between the UC and the Freestar Collective. I help solve communication problems, show visiting diplomats the city, things like that. Probably doesn't sound all that exciting to you, but I love it. I've been interested in a diplomatic career since I was a kid. No, I'm from Neon. I moved here a couple months ago for a job at the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
Eat over that.
Oh, I love it. I think New Atlantis is the most beautiful place in the settled systems. I can't believe how many trees there are in the city. It's a part of MAST's administrative wing. We handle relations between the UC and the Freestar Collective. One of our main focuses is making sure the armistice stays intact. I don't think anybody wants another war.
A lot of people with names.
Thanks. Maybe I'll see you around.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, that's... Thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Oh, I gotta go back. Oh, I see. It's to the train. Not like right there. one thing I will notice, this game I'm playing at 4K, everything's on maxed out settings, and excuse me, and I'm at solid 60. I have V-Sync on, set at 60. Never had it drop below 60.
All your actions as members of the United Colonies Navy?
I do.
Then I'm proud to welcome you to the Vanguard. Now, you all have your assignments. Get out there and show them what the UC's made of. Supra et Ultra.
Buddy, appreciate it.
You look like you know how to handle yourself, know how to fly. Vanguard might well have a place for you.
Alright. Let's get these plant things for this guy, the biosensors. My new friend. Get a fucking haircut though. This is pretty sad. Put that for him.
Oh, am I in your way or something?
Nice.
Check. Ryzen, already stowed.
Missing my usual toothpick. I'll get my toothpick somewhere else. I think I'm done my actual wrap here.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was.
Who's buying my
Weird,
damn shit,
right?
man?
Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits. Oh, wow. That watch is super cool. Hello. Nice to meet you.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
Oop.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron.
Can I get out of here?
But I came all this way.
For a moment, I thought that fall.
That was not cool. Don't fall in the transit. That held together better than I thought.
I told you it was a bad idea.
So, what's the point?
I feel like I've seen all the rest.
Very cyberpunk-esque. Be right back, guys. 1 sec. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get my vape, my toothpick, as I said. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Lots of things very important. Very important. Now, I don't know.
It took years to get it looking just like
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online.
There is
I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
The Other Worlds. The Other Worlds. I played The Other Worlds. I remember the name for a second. It's Obsidian who makes them. And Obsidian did.
I got lots of orders to fill here, so
For
if we could wrap this up.
Bethesda Studio. What is Obsidian? Aren't they like related to Bethesda in some way? Oh, they are owned by Microsoft, like Bethesda now. Obsidian and Bethesda. So Obsidian wasn't actually originally, but very similar game is what I'm trying to say. Obsidian did make a Fallout, I believe. Obsidian did make a Fallout, I believe, for Bethesda at one point. Very similar, and that game I loved.
All this paperwork
So,
isn't going to
let's see
do
how this
itself.
goes.
I need to get back to it eventually. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why? What is it? That so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? I could,
my stuff
but
here.
I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way
Yeah,
in the
besides
back
that.
room. I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You're the one who said it was junk.
Okay.
If that's true, why bother coming back for it at all? Pleasure doing business with you. You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care. I hope we have what you need.
that. Other.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Working at the distribution center can be tiring, but it sure is rewarding. Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
Guy fucking drank the Kool-Aid.
Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good. Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center. Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical. Oh, that's not really my area. I don't have clearance for that just yet. Well, someday, maybe. You'll want to talk to Miss Seng about that.
Like that.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay, we're gonna run across here again.
Captain, Constellation, may I take some things? How may I be of service?
There and trade those things quickly.
I sent bartender at the viewport with
Bulk items may require multiple levels of approval. Welcome to UC Distrib... Oh. See you later. More storage. Back to it then.
Pretty cool. Draw distance is terrible. to make sure. Still was. Yeah, but everything is anything like Outer Worlds or whatever it is, Outer Wilds. That was a fun space game. Like that, I understand that that's like a satirical game. Like I don't think that this is gonna be that, but I just mean just an action and gameplay and mechanics. That game was so fun. I know people will tell me I probably would like Fallout and stuff because of that game, but that was just a one-off. The storytelling in that game was fun. Just yeah, it was just a fun game. Pretty excited for the second one. Pretty excited for the second one. We'll see how it goes. Forbidden Tower. Oh, Orion Tower. I thought it was a C. Orion Tower. I was saying, hey, I'm not smart. No, I didn't know that. And nor did I care. Crack your mouth when you're talking to me. The Lodge. What is the Lodge?
You know we went to chef school.
Ooh, is this all of them? I got them all. Let's deliver them to my crazy friend here. Over at the tree. It's that tower. That biggest tower. Oh, it's the Gal Bank. Of course, it's got the biggest tower in the sky, the fucking bank. Next to the actual government one. What's the tallest? The fucking bank. What are you doing, man? You're just looking at a tree. Alright, I got them for you, man. What does that mean?
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really do need those sensors, and quickly. If it isn't my favorite almost a lab assistant. Recent scans of the tree have suggested that a significant portion of the interior is liquefied. Obviously, some small percentage of its internal workings is always liquid to allow for the transfer of nutrients and so forth, but this? Well, I've never seen anything like it. If it continues to increase, I'm concerned the entire tree may collapse, and I'm also worried about other secondary effects. It's too soon to speculate. I'd very much like to see the additional data before I say more. If the time comes, I will certainly attempt to alert the appropriate people en masse. If I have more data, though, my concerns might carry some more weight. I appreciate your confidence. The sooner I have all the available data, the sooner I can make an assessment.
Wait, man.
So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment.
It's not good, man.
It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Well, from a certain point of view. In an, admittedly, somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now.
That 2000.
They're growing in strength.
I appreciate it,
This
buddy.
is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
Oh, we're down to 55 frames per second. It's happened. And we're back up to 60.
It's getting moved to Gagarin.
Really? What's there to even do on Gagarin?
Grips in the face, Batman.
I hope you're not... You are, of course, welcome at any time here in MAST. Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored.
Sounds like something the bad guys would say.
I'm the acting head of Aegis,
Got my eye
the
on
intelligence division here in MAST.
Plato.
I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve, and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything. You get used to it after a while, and it makes the occasions where you can all the more meaningful.
And welcome to the part of growing up, buddy.
No, my parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
Older than
We're
you
the
expected.
intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Statistical average, psychological tendencies, a sergeant's need to tower over his subordinates. But really, it was just a joke. I meant nothing by it. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks. Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
steal from you, Pluto. Oh.
You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job? Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though. Good luck with the mission.
Okay, hello. Okay, 10% increase in accuracy. Hope it's enough for Commander Mitchell.
Reliant Medical wouldn't be half the corporation it is without the funding we've provided over the decades. In my opinion, a society is only as advanced as its healthcare. But then, I suppose I am a bit biased. It is my pleasure to attempt to steer this lumbering bureaucracy towards doing something useful for its citizens, keeping them healthy. My background's in medicine, but I like to think I've graduated from helping one patient at a time to, well, all of them at once. I really do. No group has done more for humanity than the United Colonies, and it is gratifying to be a part of that. Keeping our citizens in good health is vital to our continued success.
Make the mass function, functionary.
Have a great day.
Pardon?
My own little side quests. Alright, let's find my bench. I see you. Right? I see you watching me.
Both Arbor and Antayo are owned by Ryzen. So, yeah, you're supporting them anyway.
That's fine.
It's a day-night cycle. Wow. Okay. Oh, good to know.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
$2,000. Much appreciated. Agent Plato?
Well,
Agent Plato.
I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while.
Else me there, you me?
Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know. Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is
got to be nighttime.
Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people. I've got nothing at the moment.
Gamma on here?
Take care.
Gamma? Gamma, 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 gamma. base. So no gamma in this? Can't believe this game doesn't have an HDR. Things. Okay. Got everything now. Never seen you before.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new
Where'd your accent
face.
come from?
First time in New Atlantis?
There, lady. Talking about 100 Europe in the future.
Oh
you have
boy.
a random
I
Spanish
didn't mean for you to
accent
take
of
it
the world.
personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice.
Is there
Know
new
what I mean?
Spain on this planet?
Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. Haha, yes. What with all these extra credits cluttering up the place, why didn't I think of that? Sorry, snark isn't helpful. This stuff was pricey to get a hold of the first time. Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as our new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone. See you around. Hey there, Nuke. Hope life is treating you well. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. Catch you later.
He picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making him strong today. You in town for business? You're with Constellation? Damn, that's cool. I've always admired you guys. Exploring the stars full-time seems like a dream come true. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAST. I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew who's good with firearms. The settled systems are no picnic. Oh yeah, plenty of us. There's a whole branch of MAST's scientific wing called DRIP. That's dedicated to developing new weapons for the UC military. Well, I'll be damned. What a coincidence.
Yeah, we'll talk next time.
Working on a ship sounds perfect. I was hoping my next job would get me out of the city. What's your offer?
Oh, it's nighttime, Vasco. It is nighttime.
I'm a reasonable guy, but that's just too low. Well, that's too bad.
Now look at me. Okay, we're going to the well.
I used to be an actuary.
Hey, another terror room. What is this? What's this place? Mercantile.
I read an article about
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly. It is likely a significant
Hi there.
contributing factor.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look.
Cool. Nope. We'll come to you next time. Right now I'm on my way to the well. Oh, waterfall promenade.
Appreciate the business.
What the hell? The well is a dirty place, eh? This is where they keep the poor? This is where people they don't want to see live? They don't want you to see? Look at how disgusting this place is. Why do they not? What are they doing? Wow. This is terrible. It's cool, but it's terrible.
That's just not the way to handle the situation.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Apparently he's got some work. Yeah?
There are always about 1 million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in 2 places at once, and Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a 2-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
Okay.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
You ever hear that one about the orbital planet?
Always nice to see a fresh face around here.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
How is this thing? We're getting there. Get in my way, lady. I got places to go. Junction boxes to turn on and off. Okay, so we gotta go from there to there to there. Take me up. Nope, requires a key. Supposedly it's right in there. But I can't get up there. This is stupid. Oh. Never mind. I got it.
Sorry, I can't play right now.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck.
What happened here? What the hell? What the hell is this thing?
With that, right?
Take it. Oh, what is this thing? That was random. That was not a good back. Part of my trouble was to fix the ROS. Yes,
Join and aid in your center of mass.
How much are you selling them for? Guy's an idiot. I have one. I've decommissioned a unit from the elliptic. We're looking to get rid of. If you pay cash, we can make it sale. You do know it's illegal to buy these things, right? Yeah, I don't care. What's security gonna do when they unleash Big Bruno on them, huh? Yeah, I have the cash. Where do you live? What an idiot. Oh, you're not coming to where I live. Meet me on Orion Tower at midnight in 2 days. I'll bring all the cash with you. I cannot stress enough. No cash, no sale. Please know that I have a contingency for people who decide to be idiots. Yes, my man. 2 days, best day of your life. You're lucky that I'm willing to let you live after that. If you don't pay me or return the robot, I will kill you. I'm not playing game. Okay, that was cute, but you really need to come back immediately and give me my money. Oh, Nico is not happy. Woohoo! You got tofu. Tofu? Tofu? I don't know. You were all, hello, sir. Do you have the money? Thank you, please. And I was like, here's your money. Bam, bam, bam. Now I got Bruno. What are you going to do? Go to the UC? Selling black market robots is illegal, idiot. You know what's funny? I do have the money. I'll keep it right next to my bed. Not that you'll ever know where that is. Bye. You already in mind? Can you possibly be this stupid? You know who I bought that robot from, right? Do the words remote activation mean anything to you? Bring me my money immediately or you'll be dead in your apartment tonight. Ha ha ha, tofu. I think you got tofu, man. What an idiot. What an idiot this guy is. Topher, you got what? You're a moron. You deserve whatever came to you. Some type of ham? Topher's a moron. Okay, we got shit from him. Go. Topher. Sleep? You sleep in this game? Are you supposed to sleep in this game? Anyways, we got a robot. That was pretty cool. I don't know what to think of that anymore, but it was kind of cool.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. This should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to
We're
work
gonna put things away.
find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe it'll... See it.
You're annoying.
What do you want to know? You with security?
There you are, Rick.
Oh yeah? Maybe I'll hide my boot in your ass if you don't quit asking questions. That is, unless you're with security. In which case, I wasn't threatening you, that was just a joke. No crime's been committed. I'm actually a very nice person.
Stop right there! UC security!
Nobody's even there. How do you know what I had? I was
You're
stupid.
coming with us. We'll be taking any
what does he have for
contraband
me?
and stolen property you have on you.
Crime has slowed, officer. Yeah, we all got friends who need things. But we've also got rules and regulations, and I'm not going to bend them. Your friend can file a request like everyone else. Yep. Something just came. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy still... Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Men like him aren't very generous with their time. They want you to solve a case without ever having to lift a finger themselves. Not that he'd be much of a witness, given that he was still half drunk when he got here, and somehow even more so when he left. Sorry, wrong word. Rich people don't get drunk, they get inebriated. Which is another way of saying highly unreliable. Good. A restaurant over in the residential district. Caters to a very fancy clientele. It's the kind of place where folks come in different sizes, depending on the food. According to the patron, the ring is valuable, but if I had to guess, not for sentimental reasons. Normally, when someone loses a valuable keepsake, they're heartbroken. The way this guy was acting, it's almost as if he lost a wallet full of creds. Back to work.
My knee. One more to go do, I think. In the junction box. It's been a while since we had the chance.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere.
People joke, say those Varun zones worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. They think it is. And that makes them...
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be? Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. I thought the name made it rather obvious. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or... We have shipping lanes across the settled systems, and deal with nearly every major... That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet. If there's something you need, no matter what it is. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. Be my guest.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Pleasure dealing with you too. How do I get up there? HyperX Electronics, eh?
Pleasure dealing with you.
Cool.
You won't find anything at NVENC. That place is where good selection goes to die.
final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of fill in depths to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
This thing up at the top there. Not rocket science. I know. Stay up here. You can see C2, electric 2, electric 2, both of them. These two are for something else pointing up, so you can see the wires. I don't even see where the wires go. I'm just going with the arrow.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station near where we met?
And it looked like it worked. So take that. Where she went.
I think it depends on the module and the reach.
It is.
And what do you
Nice.
fly? A Deimos? They basically stole our... Great job out there. Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Hey. Luck.
Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things. Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had the chance to catch up.
I'm doing okay.
All right, let's go.
limited resources. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever. We're no Reliant Medical down here.
Doc.
Three gunshots this week alone.
Doc.
I guess we know where UC Security's priorities are. Don't have much of a choice. We've scraped by for a good long while now, and we'll continue to do. Okay, what seems to be the problem? Oof, it's a damn good thing. Don't worry, I'm good with stitches. You may not even see a scar. There you go. More or less good as new. Funny story about that. You know, over time, they built out, and up, and up. And after long enough, they started to forget about the people and the things still down here.
Much appreciated.
The walls and the ceiling have changed, but this place still uses equipment from that old ship. And it's here because not everyone in New Atlantis can afford Reliant Medical. All right, let's have a look. Not a thing wrong with you.
You got this.
Having a good one?
Check the grid. It let us hear. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, I can do this. Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what. I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Believe me, I really hope I am. But I'll tell you, people in my division tell stories about Zoe. She's got a lot of influence. That's dramatic, but reassuring, I guess.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power.
Yeah.
It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well,
this
is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? Hey,
you're an idiot.
I thought you were out there, you know, solving this.
How do we get up there? Up here? You're up there? Alright, so I get up here, go up
Mess
there.
with me and I'll serve you my famous knuckle sandwich.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Next time. There's something new about this area. This game in general. Okay, how the hell do I get up there? You're the first overweight person I've seen, citizen. Do you really require a key? Alright, we've made our way up.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe is here too, if you hadn't guessed.
We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics. You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Oh.
Box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface, which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agreed that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
What did they just disappear?
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
We are obviously delighted with Galbank prides itself on putting customers first.
Hollow Tower.
junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that.
One never knows when information might be useful.
Okay, well, we're going to discuss that later. I'll check in once you flip the switch. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems.
What are they doing here? How do they know? How are they watching me? Shutters are closed. No one can see me. Why? Stupidest thing in the world. Are you serious? Every time you steal, this is what happens? Everything's being monitored? You can't just, like, go places?
Stop! In the name, you're under arrest.
God,
No sudden
it's so
moves.
stupid. I was like right there. This is so dumb.
Smart move. Now come along with us.
One thing I gotta say, having a completely water-cooled CPU and GPU, it's pretty wild. A CPU still gets a little point because it's a just like a regular APO, whatever. The you know, water cooler, water like what is it? Of course, liquid cooler, whatever. AIO, liquid cooler. But then I've got the MSI Suprim X Liquid Suprim X 4090, and my card rarely ever gets over like 45, maybe hits 50. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen it hit 50 degrees Celsius. My graphics card, 45 right now. My CPU gets up to in the 50s to 60s. Give or take. Right now, my GPU is at 40-ish, 45-ish. It's different. So what is this? Program update. Program status pause, current slicing target, AMS trans feed, 0.01 credits per transaction. Haha, stealing credits. My guys got creative with the rewiring. You should all have the juice you need to run the program non-stop, so stop messaging me and get to work. I expect my cut soon. This is Dodgson is who you sends it to, and it's from Newman. I don't know who these people are. And keep that damn door locked. Last thing we need is someone poking around, even if Jailbreak notices the missing funds. They won't have a way to trace it. They'll call it a malfunction and wipe the records. Like they always do. Money's all digital anyways. They can literally just make as much as they want. It's called inflation, Newman. Idiot. Today's world where inflation's wreaking havoc. It's not something you want to just pretend. Okay, do I give it to Zoe or Lewis? I don't like Zoe. We're gonna give this to Lewis. Lewis is a good person. So am I. Darn it. Can I swim? How did we come this far? Where's the tram station here? The tram station that I came in from? I get tired quickly. On my way. Medical.
Tank sprung a leak. I'm stuck. The only place close enough.
Okay. It's a busy area. Let's see what my GPU and CPU do. Oh, nothing crazy. CPU is taking on a bigger load.
Power, prestige,
now.
Money. As a member of the Ryujin family, you
only 192
have it
watts
all.
on the GPU and 58 on CPU. Well, that's a lot. That's not a lot. CPU, I think, gets up to about 100 or so. GPU gets up to 450. So, we'll see where it goes. Where's Lois? Oh, where are you, Lois? Yeah. I do. That's right.
Everything good? We're here to help. I know your type. The freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show
There you
for
go,
it?
Zoe. Okay. What about that, Zoe? How do you feel about that?
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, if you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around. I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3!
Thing about the trade business? Who you know matters
I totally
as much
understand
as
that
anything
Mass
else.
has a tremendous amount to keep track of. I just wish it wasn't always my work that falls through the cracks.
Bitch.
They said they were going to bring someone on
fun here
Elgato.
doing side
Took
missions.
some of the load off me. They said that 2 years ago.
Taking a look at your file.
Alright, so we're going to go to the Dawn Roost. Something like that. Guess in a spacefaring age like this, everything should be 24/7, right? Because people in space aren't really living by clock time or by day and night cycles. Let's be real. Let's be real. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Is there a type of weapon combat tech you to me?
I do hope you are enjoying. There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One taste, and I'm sure you'll agree. The Dawn's Roost represents the highest quality, from the ingredients to the decor. No expense is spared. Anyone who has sampled our offerings will assure you it is all worth it.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
Well, man.
Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered.
Okay.
I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly.
Again, I'm all for everybody
yes,
doing
quite
their own
often.
thing, but in this
They
game
had
so
a usual
far, this is
table over
not
in the
being
far
pushed
corner,
like
with all
ridiculous.
the traditional accoutrements.
I've
Music,
heard
candles, wine.
talk of
You
4
see where I'm
relationships.
going with this. But this time,
3
the
of them
two
have been
barely
same-sex
sat down before the argument got heated.
Only one has been a standard
Thankfully,
relationship,
security
which is
stepped in.
by
before
far,
anyone
obviously,
got hurt.
statistically. I'm just going by statistics here. I don't care. But, like, there gets to be an agenda when statistically 75% of the relationships so far mentioned in this game has been same-sex marriage. Like, come on, we get it. Like, it's okay. But you don't have to, like, really, really force it down people's throat. Like, you know, like, I'm pretty, like, many, right, like, I think my whole extended family, I think 3 or 4 different, like, gay members of my family. That's perfectly fine. And I'm great with them, and I love them, and they're my family. I'd do anything for them. But, like, you know, even they, watching this with me, would be like, okay,
I'm sorry,
this
but
is
the food
is
getting
a little
cold.
lopsided. When really it's like, you know, probably less than 5% of the population. Like, I don't even know the numbers, but I'm like, if I had to guess. So come on. Like, are you trying to make people mad? Because that's what you do when you do things like this. You make people mad. And that's not good for people. That's not good for anybody. Let's just be realistic about things. When did that become a problem? Like, when do things have to be pushed on people? Nobody else is pushing any. Like, I guess I don't even want to get into it anymore. But It just seems weird. And more games are like this lately. Like, we get it. We understand. Just gotta be real about it. And realize that not all your audience wants this. I could care less. Like, I'm just having this conversation because I'm taking note of these things as more and more discussion pops up in society. And these are one of those things where you just like, it's like, come on. There was a guy at the jail cell, he says that my man's waiting for me at home. And then now there's this couple here. And then there was there was another one. There was another, where was it? I can't remember. Even if it's 2 out of 3, that's 66%. Like, anyways, it is what it is.
This is most unusual. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower.
I'm not used to. I'm not used to having like a sense
start
button that allows me to like slow down time and search for clues. Having an extra sensory product. Oh man, it is what it is.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Right here again, eh? Oh no, he's right here already.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
Oh.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that... lying, cheating, foul piece of Dawn Glider dropping. If I had my way, I'd tie him to the back of a ship and jump it right into the nearest star. 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter. It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us. Then I went off! Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it.
One sec here, guys.
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end this stream and start it up right again, like, immediately. Just hitting about that 4-hour mark where I'm not going to be able to do any editing. Be right back. Let me get this up here. Again, guys, going to end this stream. Start up a new stream immediately. Just need to do that on YouTube because when you're doing a live stream, you can't use their internal editing tools. I believe it's after the 4-hour mark. It's either 4 or 5 hours. I can't remember when. So I got to end it now just to be safe. I'll see you in like 10 seconds.